it's a game that I found, and it's been a while since we've done these fun games on the Rule and Ranch. Remember, we used to play Pie Face.
We were the
and the
originals.
toilet flush game.
We bought the one from Europe.
Yes, Eric had the UK version of this, Ahmad. This was way before your time.
Like 2 months before
and it was
came
so
out.
good because before America got the version of Pie Face. Have you ever played that game?
No, yeah.
Okay,
no.
so it's a
We'll
little
play
like
with you next week, you and Sam.
yeah, it was like a yellow arch, and it had a handle
Ahmad.
and a crank.
I didn't ask for that.
And it had a hand, and you'd put like
hand.
whipped cream on it, but we put shaving cream or food on it. And you'd click it. You'd spin the spinner if you got like 5 clicks, 6 clicks, and with every click, it might come right in your face.
You never
like
knew.
food.
It was like a Russian roulette concept.
Gosh.
Yeah.
You had
So-
no
But
idea.
ours had a cup,
Hit you right in the face.
and it could hold the stuff. The other
Yeah,
ones
it was
would
like an
slide
open
off.
palm hand.
Yeah.
The American version was like the top of your hand where it would slide off. And we
They got
cannot
a little
keep the food
skimpy.
on
The
there.
hand got smaller, but the European version
Was
had
really
like
good.
the big hand.
All right, so here we go with this game. I saw it I was at Bearings. Shout out to Bearings. Bearings is a hardware store. There's one on Bissonnette. There's one on Westheimer. It's
one I go
right
to.
across from Christie's, my family's restaurant. So I was over there on Sunday after I had lunch, and I was there to get something, and I saw this game. And I go, this looks like a Producer Eric game. And I texted Eric,
so
and
proud
I
of
said,
her.
look at this game. This could be fun. And he's like, yeah, get that game. Let's play that game. So it's called Drenched. It looks like a giant green, like Sprite can. It says just Drenched soda. And it comes with 2 dice.
It's like a deuce.
It's like, what?
What?
Move on.
So anyway.
22 ounce.
Yeah, I got you.
It does look like
It's like the giant ones you buy when you're in
Yeah,
Galveston. at the
Hostess.
con-
It's
at
like
the,
Hostess.
When you're at the
Tall
convenience
boy.
store, and it's got
Yeah.
that big
Yeah.
horse trough
Pounder.
full of ice
Yep.
with the giant
Yes.
cans. Okay, so it's got 2 dice. Now, one of the die has letters, just K, just P, and just S.
Okay.
The other die has numbers. You roll them together, and depending on what you roll, like I got a 5 and a K. So that means I have to click this can 5 times.
shake it. You have to shake it.
You got to shake the can, click it 5 times. Now, the K means I have to keep my turn. If I got an S, I can skip my turn and pass it to the next person to roll 5. Or if I got the P, I can pick any player I want to take the
that's-
5 clicks.
Now, you can.
That's fun.
Roula takes AAA batteries.
Oh, yeah, it has
We
to
had
have
those.
triple A's
Ahmad
in
found
there.
those. And then you open it, and inside has a little container where you can fill it with whatever you want.
We filled it with water to be nice.
And it's
water.
ice
You've
never
cold
played
water.
before.
It's not just regular water. It's cold.
If you
as
turn it
heck.
on, it'll say Drench. Here's what it says when you turn it on.
Why does it sound like I recorded that?
It sounds like your song. You put it through your.
Now, I'm going to just...
Definitely.
We have paper towels, and I would like each one of you guys to put a paper towel just right on top of your laptop.
Okay.
Just
Maybe you put
right
it
on
by
top of
your
your
face.
laptop, just because I don't know how misty or how drenchy we're going to get with this. So, Sam, I'm going to say this.
Throw me the whole row.
There you go. Okay, so I'll go
We'll go
first
first.
since I bought it. I just
All
might
right.
as well.
Turn it
So
on.
I'm going to... Okay, stop.
Doing that.
You love hearing that.
She rolls it,
I got a 5 and a K. Darn it.
so you got to shake it
you
5
gotta do
times,
it.
like a real soda can.
Now, do I have to shake it each time, or I can just go 5 clicks after I shook it
You got to
once?
shake it 5 times.
Oh, it's a 5-time shake?
Yeah.
I thought it was a 5
5
clicks.
shakes.
Is it clicks?
I don't know. It says here, look. It says,
Oh, Lord.
shake the can, pull the tab. Okay,
See?
yeah, you're right.
Yep. You got to shake it 5 times. Shake
All
it.
right.
Oh, man.
Here we go.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay,
All
now
right.
you got to
Put it by
open
your
it up
face. Put it by your
by
face.
your face.
Nothing.
Oh, you got lucky.
All right.
Oh, I got nothing.
All right, who's next?
Go
to the right.
that way or this way?
Yeah,
Go to the right.
Go to the right.
I gotta be on the right.
Yeah.
Oh, God.
If we go to the right,
Ahmad is
Ryan for
next.
sure gets a chance.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mod's next. It's
Okay.
called Drench, the game.
Oh, God.
The giant
I'm going to blow
can.
on the dice for good
yeah.
luck.
Let's see if
All
you
right.
get K or P or S.
Dang it.
You got a K.
4K.
Okay, so you're going to
4
click it 4
shakes.
times, and you have to keep your
Shake it
turn.
4
4
times.
shakes. All right, here we go.
Yeah.
1.
2, 3.
Oh, it makes noise when you
Ooh.
shake it. I didn't notice that
Okay,
before.
now you got to hold it up to your face.
Put it up to your
and
face.
Pull the tab. Don't hate it.
Yeah, nothing.
Oh, no. He got it. It was delayed.
What
It
the
got
heck?
him.
It's
Oh
big
my
this
God.
time.
Do we need to put more water in it?
Expecting a
That should be
big,
good.
Yeah.
gush. It was a little miss.
It's like a mist, like those misting fans.
Because we had that one with the toilet bowl.
Oh, yeah. It sprayed
that
you
one
in the
really
face.
gets you.
I'm gonna bring those. out. They're somewhere in our closet.
Yeah,
All
somewhere in
right.
our little
Let's see what we get
box
here.
of.
Okay,
Tricks.
Ryan.
Okay,
Hopefully when
Ryan's
we get
gonna
it, it
roll.
runs out of water,
It's
Kev.
called Drench. What do you get?
I got a
1K. Oh,
Okay, so you
come
have to
on.
keep it as a 1 shake. That's
He
a 1
cheated.
shake. I'm gonna guess no.
There's no
Let's
way.
see.
Yeah.
Now hold it by your face for 3 seconds.
No.
Wait, don't you in the face.
It laughed.
See, there's a little microphone. So
yeah.
when you put the can,
The bottom of the
mic.
can to
On
the
the
mic.
mic.
Yeah, I got sprayed in the face.
Okay.
Now that
That
we
means-
learned.
That means Sam is
Okay,
there you
Sam
go.
goes
Come around
next.
your side.
Again, we're playing this game I found at Bearings.
You can get it on
it's-
Amazon.
You can get it on Amazon.
Barron's support local.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
mom and pop shops.
I
so
found
if
it
you
for,
listen to
I think it's like $25.
Right.
So
on, Sam.
it's a giant can with water in it.
Okay, so 3P.
Oh, that means you can pick
You
a
can
player.
pick somebody.
Oh,
You can
nice.
pick anybody
You
you
gotta
want
get
to take the
Kevin.
3 shakes.
Yeah, I think
Okay,
you
so
know
I'm
who
gonna
you need to
shake
pick.
it.
But then who's going to take the... Wait, first you should pick the player. Who do you want to take the...
You know what to
Chance.
do, Sam.
Yeah, whoever you pick, they got to shake it.
Why do they have to shake
Well,
it? I
you
want
can-
to
You
shake
can
it.
shake it. You can
You
shake
can
it.
shake if you want.
One, two, three.
Okay. So who's going to have to
Who
open
you
that tab?
picking?
Kevin. Oh,
You said you didn't want your curry hot this week. I'm gonna double up on that. Yeah, you're getting the hottest curry I've ever made.
And you got to go again.
give
So
me
you went
some.
there twice.
Yeah.
Let's go twice.
Here
Wait, do I
goes
shake
Kevin.
it too?
Put the bite
No, I just shook it, but you can because it's really fun.
Right
Okay, ready?
Lord, I'm gonna take my cute headphones off.
My headphones. Hold it. No, you got to hold it.
No, he's good.
He's good.
Oh, it's good.
No, he's good.
It's
Okay,
not
leaking
coming
there now.
out. It's just leaking now.
Yeah, it needs more water.
Here, let me fill it up real quick.
You think it?
No, that's okay. I think we ran out of time.
You think so?
Here.
There's no way we already use it all.
Nope, it's still
I think
good.
there's plenty in there.
Okay, Eric, go
It's
ahead.
called
Just the winner.
Drenched Soda, and it's a really easy game you can play with anybody. Of course, Eric already in his mind, he wants to change it from water to something else in there.
Yeah.
Sorry, but gravy doesn't look like it's going to miss
Yeah.
through that thing.
Clean
Okay,
juice.
where's the dice? You roll the dice.
How about beer? And you can just
try
open your
one
mouth.
last
Yeah.
roll?
Try last one, Kev. Oh, we're in the crack.
Yeah, do it again because it
Anybody
doesn't
goes
count
to
if
crack.
it goes. Let's see. What is it? What's the
Yeah,
letter?
just shake it twice.
You got a K and 2 shakes. So it means you have to keep it.
Let's see. Let's see.
And then what do I do with it?
Hold the tab.
Oh, okay.
Hold it to the bottom goes to your mic so we can hear what it says.
Okay.
You got it. You're good.
You're good.
Yeah.
Now, Eric,
That's
quick,
it.
quick, Eric, go last.
Sorry, Eric.
Oh, my
Oh,
gosh.
Eric got 2 and a K. So he has to keep his turn and he shakes it twice.
That was more than 2, but that's fine.
They got spray. It's still spraying.
You got
I
the
think on my
extra,
pants. I had
extra.
those pee pants. For a second.
Pee pants.
Oh, that's what we should do.
So that was fun.
Yeah, open
Put
it by
it in
your
your
pants.
crotch.
No, my God.
Hey,
You are
and save
crazy.
$600.
Yeah.
Drench game.
Absolutely
So
not.
Yesterday
that's
we
fun.
learned that there are pre-soaked pee pants for $600.
Well, they look like they're pee pants.
That's a fun little game for kids. to
Yeah.
It
play.
is cute.
Yeah,
it's called
cute.
Drenched Soda, and you can find it on Amazon. I
Give a
found it
thumbs
at
up.
Bearings.
Yeah, that's
I think that
fun.
was fun.
That was
All right,
fun.
coming up next, Dumb Question Amnesty. It is the last day of April, which means we open up our phone lines to you at 713-390-KRBE. You have a question in your mind you don't have an answer to, or you've always thought about this. You go, I want to call the Roula and Ryan Show and ask them that. You can do it right now. We'll talk to you next on the Roula and Ryan Show.
104.1 KRBE.
Now?
Now, time for Roula and Ryan's Dumb Question Amnesty.
Yep, this is where you don't have to feel any worry about shame. You can ask us anything at 713-390-KRBE.
No matter how silly you think your question might be. Well, let's see what we get today. We do this every day, every last day of the month, or the closest we can get to the last day of the month if it falls on a weekend. So here we are on the last day of April, and Holly is up first at 713-390-5723. Hi, Holly.
Hi.
Hi. What's your question?
Hey, so why do we not have a word for adult children? Like, my grandma says that she has 3 kids or 3 children, but they're not kids. They're all in their 50s. Why is there not a word for that?
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
It's
because
true.
they are her children, no matter how old they are.
But it makes it confusing.
They're her
always your
kids.
I guess you
children.
assume if it's an 80-year-old, they say children, you're like, oh, they're probably 50.
You
Or
just
you
say
say,
my
I
adult
had
child.
If I was 80, I'd probably say, well, I had 5 kids, and those kids have had 12 children. So I've got 5 kids and 12 grandkids. But yeah, you don't say I have 5 babies when you're 80.
That's true.
Right.
I was thinking you would just say, well, yeah, you don't say I have 5 adults.
I have 5 sons and daughters.
Or like, well, 3.
It says here that the English language, it is correct to call them children, even if they're adults.
Yeah.
They're still
But
your,
her
they're still
question
your
is,
children.
why don't we have a word? Should we create one right now? What would you suggest, Holly? You make the word happen. What should the word be?
Oh, I don't think you should leave me responsible for that.
What could it
You
be?
asked for it.
Could be
You got to think of it. Chadults.
something
Children, adults.
with Waiting for you to die to take your money. What could a word be for that?
Oh my God, you're so negative.
Waiting for you to die.
Gosh.
Greedy bastards.
Well, Holly, when you think of a word, you let us know. Good question, though. I don't know. I just thought they're just called adults. No.
You just say
Called
grown
kids.
child. Grown child.
I have
That's
grown
it.
kids. I have 5 grown kids.
It'll always be your kids.
Yeah,
I don't care how old.
5 grown kids.
Yeah, 5 grown kids. All right, let's go to Maria up next at 713-390-KRBE. Questions you don't have the answers to. Dumb question amnesty. Hi, Maria.
Hi, good morning, y'all.
Hi.
Good morning.
What's your question?
Okay, so I've always wondered, I drive a lot in the city of Houston. So when I'm
Uh-oh, you're breaking up. What's your
on
question
the
again?
street, when I'm driving, it's like either a black wire in the middle of the street. Sometimes it's like at the entrance of a freeway or on the exit of a freeway. And I've always wondered what that black wire is for.
Black wire.
Okay,
Yeah,
here's what it
definitely
is.
I've seen it, too,
I got
across
you.
Go
I got
ahead,
you.
Kevin.
They are the city of Houston is measuring the amount of traffic that is crossing that particular space.
So
And-
the weight of your car is like ding, ding. It's like
well,
a
the
ticker?
weight of your car will ding it, yes, but they're measuring how many axles are going across
Oh.
that, so that they know. Well, should we expand this street? Should
Research.
should we work on this street? Those different things. Also,
Now, does it pick it up? Like, do they have a little counter to the left
Like
of
a
it?
ticker? Yeah.
yes.
Because I'm sure it's not like in some home office in downtown. It's all
No,
right
no,
there.
it's right. I believe
That'd be
they have to
too
go out
expensive.
to the site, but maybe nowadays, like your water meter, it might be wireless. I'm sure that things have progressed, but also they use them for stoplights if they haven't put it in the ground yet. So that
Okay,
the
one more
stoplight
thing.
is
I'll go on for that one before we get to the next caller. Because I think somebody's asked this, but I don't. I know when they're surveying something, they're measuring, but I don't really know. When you see the guys with those tripod cameras
Yes.
on the feeder roads, and there's one guy over here and one guy over there, he sets it up over here. What exactly is he measuring?
They have to survey the current conditions of and level of the roads before they go and do construction on them again. So if
Yeah,
you
it's
see
not a
them
camera, it's a-
doing that
It's not a
surveying,
camera? Okay.
they're most likely going to tear up that area in a year or so. But first. The first thing, just like when you buy a house, you got to get the survey done.
This says, Kevin, that road surveyors conduct soil tests to evaluate the density and stability of the soil around the road.
But that's not.
Well, that's not a test,
that
that's a
tripod
wire.
thing.
A tripod. That's
I'm talking
No,
about the
but-
tripod thing.
Okay, yeah, that's what I'm talking about, where they have like the orange flag and they're doing that
No,
thing
no,
with
no,
the tripod.
No, this is
But
a
this looks
tripod
almost
with
like
a
a
little
camera
camera on it.
system, yeah.
And then there's another
And
fella.
it measures. Sometimes has a laser to it.
Yes,
the guy,
there's
another
an-
guy has a flag. over
That's
there.
right.
Yes, there's always
That's
a
right.
guy across from whatever the one
with
guy's
another
got
responder.
Distance.
Yes.
They'll say the distance and whatever.
And
it is.
height.
to see where they can.
The
Okay, so
level.
that's why I always
Yeah.
see them like the guys on the feeder road grass.
Right.
And then the other guys over there. So I guess they're going to put a lane, like they're going to knock out some of that feeder road grass and make a lane there.
And
That's what
also,
you're
you
saying.
need to know, like, is it going to drain properly? You know, if you don't build
Slopes.
that road right, then and it doesn't slope right, then
Well,
you're going
they've
to
done
get
a bad
potholes.
job here in Houston, that's for
Or
sure.
Bob and Charles are just like, hey, let's go waste some time. So let's go to this field. Pretend like we're working today.
Heather has another question.
Do it by that
that-
burger place you really like
Yes.
out in Conroe. Okay, let's go.
There's a lot of street problems by the burger joint.
Catfish Cafe place, whatever it's called.
713-390-KRBE is our phone number for Dumb Question Amnesty. We're going to try and get to as many as we can because the phones are full. Heather's up next. Hi, Heather.
Hey, Roula. How are ya?
We're good. What is your question that you just don't have an answer to, Heather?
Okay. A ruler or a tape measure, do you start at the end or do you start at the first line?
Like, what do you mean?
Start at the
I'm
beginning
not
of it.
visualizing it right.
If there's a little space.
I got the tape measure. Has that little grade page.
No, the first line is the 16th.
Yeah, so you start at the edge of the
It's
ruler.
16th, 8th, quarter, half.
Like, you mean like on the tape measure, the metal piece?
Yes.
Okay, so the metal piece I thought is where you just...
That's the beginning point.
That's the start,
That
right?
has to be pushed up against the wall.
wall.
It still
Yeah.
counts as the.
But you have to make sure it says 0 on it. Some of them don't, is what she's referring to. Some of them, if you look at a ruler, there's like a little bit of space, and it's not exactly a 0. So you would have to start it at the 0 mark where the line is.
Oh, that don't sound right.
That doesn't
Well, that
sound right
messes
at
me
all
up
because
then.
I promise.
a ruler is 12 inches on the dot.
Yeah, but I have a ruler at home that has like a little bit of space. It's not exactly 0
I'm
at
so
the front.
conditioned. Whenever I hear that, I think you're saying Rula.
Yeah.
Ruler.
You got a ruler.
A ruler.
So do you think that you're off when you're measuring, Heather, because of that little space?
Well, and I feel I am, and I feel like graphic artists, if they're measuring something to print out or whatever, they start at the line, but like construction with the tape measure.
Yeah, because you put it up against it.
Yeah,
and
you
you
put it up
measure.
against that.
Okay, well, how about this one, Heather? Because my mind was blown on this. I was like last week years old when I saw this on Instagram. You know the tape measure itself? Like when you're trying to measure something and the tape measure itself is getting in the way. So then you're thinking, okay, well, let me pull out as much tape as I can and run the tape measure up the wall so I can get the tape measure to go on the floor. The actual tape measure itself is labeled how many inches that is. So if you just put the tape measure up against what you're trying to do, it says on there it's 2 inches or 3 inches. So you don't have to do that little maneuver. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, the maneuver. I got the maneuver down.
Some people are so good at that.
I didn't know that that's labeled, so you
Pull
can
it
just
out and
use
fire it up there.
You can tell
Right.
it's pro.
The maneuver. Okay,
Is it up
so
there?
did we answer your question? Because I'm not really sure we did. How to use a tape measure. Like, I guess you just go from whatever the metal is all the way to the end result, and that's just what it is.
Now they have digital tape measures.
Oh, really?
I saw that on there.
Yeah, with the little laser.
Yeah, all kinds of cool
Yeah,
stuff.
listen,
Technology is awesome.
I bought
2024
that
rocks.
freaking stud finder years ago.
That thing is awesome.
I just cannot with that because I don't trust the damn thing.
Oh,
Like,
no, you need that.
I have tried when I used to live in my townhouse. I was the first one about the stud finder, and it would be like, okay, here's the stud, and then there was always some problem because it wouldn't tell me how wide the stud was. I'm just inept when it comes to that.
Most
stuff.
studs are just about 1.5 inches wide, unless it's a double stud.
How the hell do I know that?
Exactly.
That's what I'm saying.
Well, you did
there's
build
a-
a house, so you could at least see.
It was an old
your
house. It was a
minds.
1967 build.
Yeah, and sometimes those walls are made with things other than drywall, and the stud finder can't see through it. I bought this thing called the Wallabot. It's an X-ray for your wall.
I've heard
You're
about that.
kidding me.
Wallabot?
How much was that?
Yeah.
It wasn't that expensive. It was probably in the 80s.
You put it on your body to see.
Ooh, 80 bucks.
I should try that.
Your laugh was real
I
pricey
can't believe you
just
even thought of
now.
that. I thought every guy would do that.
No. What if it has radiation in it or something like
Just
that?
put it on your foot.
The
It's fine.
Wallabot.
No.
Ultrasound your leg.
So it shows up. It's two piece. It's just this one device. It's the size of a phone, and then it broadcasts to your phone, and you can see what's in the wall, whether it be a pipe, a wire, or a
Good
stud.
plastic.
Oh, I like that.
It's called the Wallabot.
The Wallabot, but you can only use it on regular drywall. You can't use it on old plaster walls or concrete walls.
Okay.
Okay.
Anthony is standing by to give us more insight on Heather's question. Hi, Anthony. Good morning.
Good morning.
Hi.
Morning.
Are you a carpenter or in construction?
I am not. I am actually a pharmacist, believe it or not.
Oh,
Nice.
Pharmacist will tell us about the tape measure.
Go figure.
What's your answer?
Well, so that little space, you know how the end of the tape measure that's attached to the metal piece, it wiggles? There's a little space here and there.
Yeah.
So the space is for when you're hooking it onto something, it gives you that 16th that you're missing when you hook it onto something. And when you push it up against something, that metal provides the 1/16th space, so that way it's the same measure.
I
hope
never
that
knew
helps.
that's what that's for ever, and I never thought to do
Wow.
that, to hook it onto something. That's why the hole is there.
Yeah, that's what the hole's there.
I never knew that.
Makes sense.
God, mind blown, because I've never had to work that deep.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Nope.
Wow, Anthony. Okay, so that makes up for the 1/16th space. Now we all know.
In the tape measure, but
What that
that
little
doesn't
hole is
exist.
for.
That
Thanks so
doesn't
much, man.
exist on the ruler. All rulers are 12 inches on the dot.
That's true. Okay, Shannon's up next. It's Dumb Question Amnesty 713-390-KRBE. By the way, thanks, Anthony. Have a good day being a pharmacist. Okay, Shannon, what's your question?
Hi. So my question is why are some holidays on the same day every single year, like Thanksgiving? I mean, not Thanksgiving, Christmas and 4th of July and Valentine's Day, but some are different, like Mother's Day and Father's Day and Thanksgiving.
Because Easter,
I don't know why they changed.
Easter,
Yeah,
Mother's Day, and
Easter.
Father's Day are rotating holidays based on the calendar. Like Mother's Day is it the second Sunday in May? So that's not always May 8th. It's not always May 6th. It's not always May 10th. It's
Pretty much
whatever that date
everything's
is.
Right.
It's a rotator.
It's the 4th
But
of
it's
July.
like, why is Thanksgiving like a national holiday? Why is that rotating? But
Because they say,
4th of
don't they
July
say it's the
or-
last Thursday of November? The last Thursday of November?
Is that what it is?
Is that what it is, or is it the third Thursday? Whatever you look it up and say how it says it's supposed to be
it
the
the
third
27th or
Thursday
24th or
So
something?
whatever that is, because one year we had such a late Thanksgiving, I was so bothered that we lost that buffer zone between the last week of November and the first day of December. I just felt like I was so pressed for
Really,
time.
you're right. I just looked it up. The last Thursday in November is always Thanksgiving. That started in 1939.
So
Right, so
November
it has to be-
30th last year was ours.
So this year should be the 23rd then?
It's,
No, that can't be right. I don't know. Whatever it is, the last Thursday. And then Easter is always based on the vernal equinox with
28th or whatever.
the spring solstice. And then, Father's Day is
28th.
like, it's the 28th this year.
Yep.
Okay. And then like Father's Day is supposed to be like one of the presidents, I think President Johnson or somebody designated like the third
So there's
Sunday in
reasons
June.
behind it.
Yeah. It's like whatever president deemed it that holiday.
I will say the
Those kinds of
NFL,
things.
they're trying to get more games, and they're trying to plan the Super Bowl so it coincides with President's Day.
Yeah.
So you have
might
Monday off.
Monday off.
Roger
Saw that
Goodell
yesterday.
was
Good.
making that a big announcement. I'm like, smart
I don't know
move.
if it's going to happen,
Smart move, though.
but I like that.
You said President's Day?
Yeah.
Is that the week before?
the 18th?
It's always like February 19
Okay.
or February 17.
But Super Bowl has traditionally been at the last weekend, right?
Well, it used to be like on my birthday, the 30th,
It
but then they
used to,
bumped
yeah.
it. Now it's like the 6th or 12th.
They used to not give a 1 week buffer between the NFC and AFC championships to the Super Bowl.
They have
Now
an
they give
extra
a
game.
1 week buffer.
They have an extra game.
So will they
Yeah.
back up the whole season 1 week?
Well, they're trying to make more money, so they're trying to get rid of preseason. They want these guys to play like 19 games a season. No, it's crazy.
Which what we've learned from Chester Pitts, the original Houston Texan, is that's a lot on your body.
It's too much.
It takes you a long time to recover from all those hits. I don't know.
But they can wear that big Guardian helmet now.
Oh, it looks like a brain.
Yeah, it looks
yeah.
like a Nintendo type game you'd play, like at the Mario Brothers with the mushroom head.
Well, they need things to protect,
Yeah, they do.
especially with all the
But do they spray
concussions.
paint it to make it look like?
I've seen them in different colors.
Will it look like the Texans logo on that weird helmet?
Oh, that's a good point. I don't know.
I'm sure
Will
they could fit something on there.
Well, let's see what happens. All right, coming up next, in case you missed our debate this morning in the 6 o'clock hour about whether you should care if your friends are blowing through all of their money and they're going to go broke. This is a topic in entertainment news because it's happening to Britney Spears. Should someone stop her? Or she's an adult. She can go broke if she wants. We'll talk about it next on The Roula and Ryan Show.
KRBE.
All right, before I get into the Britney stuff, I got to share a cute story with you guys yesterday because in my world and in many people's worlds, it's all Taylor Swift all the time. You know, we're doing 4 keywords a day for the Eras tour that's coming back. She's got the new album out and there's a whole channel for her on satellite. It's all Taylor all the time. So in my world, I have my niece who is 16. I have my daughter who is 13. My other daughter is 11 and my son is 9. So what do you think my son has to listen to all the time in the car?
Taylor Swift.
Yes. And yesterday, I had said to the girls, okay, guys, after this next song, we're going to let your brother pick a song and he's going to get to listen to whatever he wants because I think we've played, the last like 4, weeks, it's been Taylor all the time. And so he just, y'all, like a cartoon character, like a TV character, my child, he just hangs his head, like he puts his hand on his head in the back seat and he just goes, one day Taylor Swift's not going to be popular anymore. It's just so funny because it's all Taylor all the time. He knows all the words to all the songs, whether he wants to or not. And they're like, come on, this is such a fun song, Bejeweled. It's so fun.
But sometimes you get a backlash. I shared a bedroom with my brother for 18 years, and he had certain records he would play over and over and over to the point where...
And now you like those songs?
No, I can't. I'm tarnished for life. I can't hear it. It's just like, oh, God, I never want to hear that
This is
again.
So funny. That was so cute. He's just like in despair. One day, Taylor won't be that famous anymore. Popular. I was like, I think she's going to stick around for a while.
got a ways
Next
to
keyword
go.
is with Sam at 11 o'clock to get a trip to the Eras Tour. Round trip tickets for 2, $500 spending cash, 2-night hotel stay, and you get 2 tickets to the Eras Tour. All right. So Britney Spears in her prime was everywhere all the time. Everyone wanted everything that Britney had to offer. Her songs, her videos, all the things. She never branched out like Jessica Simpson with clothes and shoes and all that. I mean, she probably could have, but it was more about the music and the dancing with Britney.
Yeah.
And it was more about the relationship of the 2 biggest pop stars having a romance in the late 90s. It was Justin Timberlake and Britney Spears. And okay, what we've seen in the last 20 years, Justin's gone on to get married. He's done his solo career. He acts. He does all these things. Britney was still making money, but she was under a conservatorship since 2008. She was under a conservatorship, and it all broke down because of the Free Britney movement of framing Britney Spears.
Well, they didn't
that was
mind
on social
her
media and
doing
streaming.
hundreds of live gigs, throughout the
And
years.
by they, you're talking about her dad was in charge of her life, and she was still doing Vegas residencies and all that stuff. And there were people that were, testifying that they have never seen somebody who's quote supposed to be in need of a conservatorship and perform the way she did and things like that. So, if you followed that, then I don't have to repeat all that. But here's where we are now. So Britney has been free of the conservatorship for a few years now. She ended up getting married to the man she wanted to get married to. They quickly got divorced. No kids. He's out of the picture. Jamie Spears, they had to go to court over this. They had to go to battle over this, over how he and his attorneys made millions of dollars off of Britney's conservatorship. And finally, in the end, they settled it out. They did not say what the settlement was, but part of it was that Britney would pay for Jamie's attorneys. And Britney's attorney is like, that's ridiculous. And so they're going to battle that out now. But the concern comes from a lot of people based on what she's posting on social media, because she seems to not have anybody around her and she's acting very erratically, and her money spending is out of control for a lot of people.
It's her money.
And so we had this whole debate in the 6 o'clock hour of, if you watch someone you care for blowing through their entire fortune, do you as a friend step in and say, hey, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing that? Because Ryan just said it's her money, so you're going to just watch her burn. You're going to watch her go all the way down to $0.
What I'm saying is that...
Is that what you're saying?
No.
So it sounds like
if
you're
she's
saying.
well enough to work for the money, she's well enough to spend the money.
But right now, she's not working for the money.
But she
This
was
is
well
money
enough
she has made.
Well, what I was reading is her book, The Woman in Me, and its audiobook have sold 2.5 million units. So they say any expenditures that she's making have been more than made up for the sales in that book. The audiobook alone sold 2.5 million copies.
Okay, I understand that, but where I'm just trying to keep it blanket statement. If you see your friend blowing through their fortune, do you say anything?
It's not my place to do so.
Yeah,
if they're grown-ass adults.
If they say, come on, I'm going to fly you in a private jet, we're going to go to Hawaii, and the hotel we're staying is $25,000 a night.
You keep your mouth shut and you have fun.
Yeah. Well, see, that's the problem, though.
I would
It's
feel
all
bad.
the
I'd be like,
hangers-on.
you don't have to spend that on me. I'd be like, no, it's okay if you want to spend like $5,000 a night because you're rich and you're famous, but
Right.
But what's
25
$5,000
grand a
25?
night?
Maybe that $5,000.
That's probably nothing to them.
And that $5,000 to you might be a lot than
She's got
someone else.
$60
You say
million.
$5,000. Well, that's like $25,000 the way you think.
Yeah.
It's all relative.
Right.
Yeah, if you got $60 million, which is more money than most people would ever see in like 10 lifetimes.
So that's the question. Do you say something or not? Social media comments are worried about her. She has not released an album since August of 2016. Her last tour was October of 2018. Yes, the book has given her lots of money. And I guess she makes money on publishing. I don't know. Was she listed as a writer in any of her songs? I don't know.
Well, they say right now the big money source is going to be because she's got major studio heads vying for rights to the book.
She has it's a $15 million publishing deal that she got for the book.
Yeah, but now
she gets 25 cents. Oh, I'm sorry. She gets 25% of the net profits of the book sales.
She said 25.
I was like 25 cents per book. That doesn't sound like a lot.
Well, she had a lot of ghostwriters.
Well, technically that is a lie. If she sold 2 million.
So she's not broke, but this
what's
person
2 million
says she
times
could definitely
25
benefit
cents?
from being more careful with her cash. Much of her spending stems from her frequent vacations to Maui, Cabo San Lucas, and other places.
Think about it.
Where she's dropping hundreds of thousands of dollars.
Yeah, but guess what? She has worked for 25 years straight. What's wrong with wanting to see the fruits of your labor?
What are you going to say, Kev?
We have someone on the show who has published a book. We can get firsthand experience.
Oh, my God, that's right. Eric,
From
you are
them.
a published author.
Oh, yeah.
How much money are you getting off your books?
That book
What was
cost
your
me
deal?
negative $3,000, I think. Let's bring that on up, Kevin. My publisher took all my money.
You can probably resurrect that book and make some cash now. Put it on Amazon.
Did you sell all the rights?
I've only got one
People
copy
saying
left.
they're like, check MySpace for.
It wasn't even, it was through
Sam doesn't know what we're talking about. In 2003, in 2002, whatever year it was, or was it 2001?
It was right when we were let go.
Oh, no, it's when we started the show,
We
2003.
were let go.
Okay, so 2005, Eric wrote a book. You're only as good as your last bit.
Your next
Right?
bit.
A bit. Is it the next bit?
Yeah.
You don't even remember the name of it.
See, I can't
Yeah, what? Hold on. Let me
You're only as good as your
You'll never
next
find it
bit.
because it was through
It was
like a WordPress type thing where you
Yeah.
order them. This guy knew all about it, and he lost his job with iHeart or Clear Channel at the time.
Yeah.
And so he was using that money to survive on, which I needed that money to survive on.
He spent your money.
Yeah, like
Oh my
$5 or $8
gosh.
grand.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, wow.
How much? $5,000?
I think maybe 5 to 8, somewhere in there.
That's what he made off the book? And he didn't
And you
use
never thought about suing this dude?
What are you gonna do?
Suing for $5,000 is a fool's journey.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Well,
the
that's
fool.
true.
I mean, I think I got like $300.
Unless you go to a small claims court or something.
EK with love. Does that website sound familiar? Eric,
What's that?
the radio man. You have fingers hugging each other on your website.
That can't be me.
I mean, it's your picture.
Oh, my God. There's a bogus website using your...
EK with love in
Eric-
Houston. The morning radio KRBE
Eric, you've been
offers a daily
catfished.
program from 6 to 10. Eric, this is you.
Stop it.
Are these your
this?
fingers?
What the hell is this?
This is your finger.
Wow,
I found you.
I gotta
You're on
see this.
WordPress. Eric,
Oh
the
my
radio man.
God,
There's you and your
yes.
wife. Wow, you look like a child.
Somebody
And then there are
has made
you and
this
your
for you.
children. And then I'm pretty sure I could probably find your book.
EK with Love, when I pull up the
I found
website,
you.
is from WordPress. This one's all in Dutch.
It might be my friend Omid that was on the show. His
Yeah?
mom has a website where she writes stories.
Yeah.
So maybe that was her story about me.
Oh.
Media Alliance of Houston Star Ward. Eric. This was posted in
Yeah, that's
2024.
So can you buy Eric's book online?
Oh yeah, that's Ellie. Yeah, that's the one that Omid that was here last week.
Yeah.
In Star Wars, Dr. Persian. That's his mom.
Oh, okay, yeah, here's her picture.
Yeah,
Here's
she
her
writes,
picture.
She writes everyday stories about people that she
okay.
meets. That's what that is.
So
is it January 2024 you said?
This was the last
Star
one
Wars
was
one,
posted
yeah.
April 17th, 2024.
They just left Saturday. They were here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, and she was here in our studio last
Okay.
week when Omid was here.
Yeah. I'm like, what the hell is that? I thought somebody was making a.
Somebody's making money off of you.
Yeah,
No, that's
Look,
not
if you
the
scroll
case.
down, it's actually in German. Sam, do you see it in German?
Yeah, Happiness Above the Clouds by the German friend.
It's all, but then the whole thing she writes
Read it
is
in
then
German.
translated in German underneath.
Yeah, 'cause she has fans all over the world or
Yeah,
something.
yeah, yeah,
Oh, that's
yeah.
pretty cool.
I didn't know that. Now, is
Yeah.
EK with Love because her name is EK? Those are her initials?
Yeah. Ellie, I don't know what the K
Okay,
stands
so
for.
those aren't your fingers?
Nope.
Time for KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
All right, I want to tell you all about a great cause, the Harris Center. This is a great organization. They serve the underserved and uninsured population of Harris County, and that includes supporting people who are dealing with suicidal thoughts. And one way you can actually show support is an event they're doing tomorrow. So they use art as a therapeutic outlet. It really, it's very cathartic, y'all. And they have their annual Hope Art Contest and Show. I will be judging tomorrow.
That's cool.
The show starts at 11 in the morning. It runs all day long. So you can pop by anytime at the Harris Center. That's from 11 a.m. to 6 p.m. It's open to all. I'll be there from like 11 in the morning till about 1 o'clock. It's at 9401 Southwest Freeway. And if you'd like to learn more, you can go to harriscenter.org. But this is a great cause because, I mean, I can tell you personally, like, I started painting during the pandemic, and it's just such a great therapeutic tool for me.
I'm the opposite. I'm so bad at it.
Well, I'm not necessarily good at it. I just like
I wish I was
doing
good.
it.
I want to go to one of those places where you drink and draw.
Oh, like
Painting with a twist.
Pino's
Like
Palette.
just to see if I can
yeah.
even do it, because I don't even think they could get me to do it right.
well, no, they the way they do it is
They would paint it for you.
Yeah,
they don't paint it
That's
for you,
cheating.
Sam. They don't paint it for you. What they do is, you take little section by section and then you piece
I
it
still
all
would-
together.
I'd-
They would take it over and paint it for you.
I would screw it
It'd
up.
be
Art
fun.
is subjective, y'all. I mean, it's just about what it means to you, and it helps all these people. So once again, they're doing the annual Hope Art
And
Contest.
how can they get
show.
grades in high school, like an art class?
Right?
I never liked that.
You know,
I
I
took
mean,
art
my
all
daughter
the way
got a
through high
negative
school.
at the beginning of her art class. They said something negative about her stuff, and she's like, "I just wanted to try it." And I'm like, "What the hell kind of teacher is that?"
Well, shame on that teacher. That's not good. Because, I mean, if you're pouring your all into it, then that's an A.
Well, as long as that's what it is. Maybe if the teacher doesn't see effort or somebody's making fun of us something,
What
but
if you're just bad at it?
it could be bad.
You
Okay,
see
real
how,
quick,
right? I
I
can write my
want to just
name.
get this out there because, you guys are our eyes and ears right now. People are texting us. There's a police chase in Pasadena.
Oh, really?
And there are a lot of cars. Emergency personnel, police cars headed down LaPorte Freeway. Looks like even a news vehicle, too. Not sure what's happening there, but keep them in your prayers, said somebody. Police chase on the Beltway in Pasadena. Maybe by this point now it's moved on because that was 2 minutes ago. So I don't know how far
Not on the
that is gone.
local website.
Well, let's see what comes of it later because it's so live from text because somebody's in it right now. I don't think it even has time to have reached the TV yet. You know what I mean? Because somebody who's just witnessing it is texting us at 37530. If you're in that area, can you throw us more information? If you've seen something as well, you're listening at work or you're listening at home on your Alexa or something.
Yeah, I just checked.
and you just heard all the sirens.
Local 2, ABC
wouldn't be on
13,
yet.
and KHOU. None of them.
No, this is live action right now.
Wow.
37530. Let's stand by and see if there's more into that story. Coming up next, revenge. What happened with Ray and Billy Joe?
And
who I thought was a
Barry
guy,
the rooster.
but it was a girl. Billy Joe's a girl, Barry is a rooster, and Ray is the neighbor. Not happy. We're going to let you hear all about it next on the Roula and Ryan Show.